All right. Hello and welcome back to our next training. Today we're going to look at how the breathing or breath can help our spirit. And whether you believe in religion or not, maybe you believe in the universe, in nature, higher power, God, whatever you perceive as spirit, so something bigger than yourself. That helps you and guides you in your day to day. So let's get started. Let me share my screen. Okay. All right. So breathe for your spirit. So as we know, breath is universal. Life is universal. It happens everywhere on Earth or out there. I'm not sure. But anyways, we're speaking about Earth. So it's universal. And I want to say that because I participate in a weekly breathwork session called Breathe the World. And it's through Alchemy of Breath, actually, where I'm taking my facilitator training. Not an ad. There are sometimes 200, 500, 600 people, and we are practicing this breathing, and we're all synchronized. And just that idea of people all over the world breathing together for, for peace, for happiness, for health, for relaxation, for reducing stress, for whatever benefits that person joined for that day. Just a place of community. That idea that we are all synchronized and breathing, that we're all connected, even though we are in different parts of the world. Of course, we're online, but we're all connected. That is just such a powerful idea and symbol of strength and unity. All right. Second point is we share our breath literally with the world. I inhale, I exhale. A dog walks by, outside, inhales, my exhale, breathes, goes to another, my kids, um, or, at a park, a playground, our breath, we are breathing the world. Our breath travels everywhere. One really neat thing that I learned when my babies were small, that babies, when they sleep next to their mama, they breathe our exhale. So they're essentially, it's a signal also when they're really nice and snuggled. If you have kids and you remember those days, I guess it could be the same with your partner, but from what I've read for our babies anyway, is that when they receive our exhale, our carbon dioxide, releasing our toxins, it's a signal for them to inhale. So if they ever get into a situation, where babies pause sometimes when they're sleeping, when they're breathing and they're sleeping, it's a nature's way, kind of an insurance, I guess, that the baby, as long as the baby's next to the mom, it can help restart their breathing cycle. So that's pretty cool. We breathe for our intuition, for our inner voice. Those moments where we go, okay, just let me have a breath. Like I need to catch my breath. Let me take a breath. You might go into a bathroom, someplace, closet. I don't know, when you're getting try on clothes at a store comes to mind. We just like, okay, I just need a breath. Sometimes we close our eyes because we just know that when we breathe and take a moment, whether it's a breath or a few breaths or minutes of breathing, we are connecting, not with the external world, not with our busy thoughts. Maybe our thoughts are in there, but we're also just tuning into our inner knowing, whether you think it's your gut instinct, your intuition, whatever you might like to call it. And the one difference between, we've talked a little bit about anxiety, but anxiety is very alarming. So this could happen, this could happen, this could happen. But when we tune into our either our inner knowing or our intuition, it's more like, do this, don't do this. It's a really quiet, gentle message. So that's kind of a way as well that breath can help us decipher. Is this my anxiety just going off the tracks here and just taking me on a future tripping? This could happen, this could happen. Yeah, you're right. This could happen. But 29 other wonderful things could happen. And so not to put any disclaimers about anxiety and the seriousness of anxiety, or if anxiety is a really big piece in your day to day. Not to say that this is the solve all, but this is a way for us to tune in step by step, breath by breath, moment by moment, into our inner knowing, all of the knowledge that comes, all of the knowledge that develop grew this nature that's within us. You know, if you think about the systems within our body that just run on their own, we never have to think it. Like that is some crazy intelligence. Taking a few moments to breathe, to tune into that intelligence that we are part of nature, is just a really powerful thing. All right, I'm going to take a sip of water and we are going to get started on our spiritual breathing. Okay, so our activity today, we're going to do one. The idea is here that we are going to breathe for different purposes. And I'll give you an example here. All right, so how might you breathe for thinking about peace and joy? Okay, so let's just take a few breaths, breathe at your normal rate, and just think about peace or joy, those words, or a situation that brings you peace and joy, or a person, or an image, or a smile. Okay. You may find that your face relaxes, you might even have a slight smile. Breathing for a purpose is spiritual breathing. How about we'll make the next one a sound, breathing in with sound. I'll pick the, something really delicious where it could be something we taste or just, delicious, I don't know, blanket comes to mind, like something really snuggly or feels really good. So just breathe and then exhale with an Just notice within your body, within your senses, what that feels like. So imagine you're eating your most favorite meal or snack or fruit or vegetable or treat, whatever it looks like. Close my eyes. And you exhale to the side with an Okay, so inhale. Or just even saying that, I'm imagining those raspberries that I have in my backyard when they're just that perfect color of red and they just, come off the little vines or whatever they're called, branches, so easily, and they just taste so good. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, let's pick one more. Let's do an emotion. Okay, think of something that makes you super surprised. Think of something like a good surprise. So getting an unexpected gift, for example. How might you breathe? Oh, we might have that little sigh. Oh, that's really nice, really thoughtful. So just that way that we might breathe. So yes, we can. There's a lot of things that we face every day, and everybody's situation is different. Everybody's day is different. Everybody's moment is different. Breath is different. But just remembering that we can choose, different thoughts, images, sounds, emotions to breathe to. And it's a way of recalibrating, reconnecting to the bigger picture without, I always teach to be grounded and practical, but also I'm very open to knowing that the one person that I am here, I'm not responsible for a lot that goes out there. I can connect to a lot of this great energy, the energy that I always come back to nature that created, these beautiful trees behind us that created us. Tuning into our breath and creating a connection between, a thought, an image, a smell can recalibrate us, connect us to that bigger spirituality, whether it's religious based or not. So I encourage you to choose a thought, an image, sound, movement we've done before, or emotion, and pick one that feels good for you. Maybe that's your go-to. I'm going to use, actually, cake comes to mind. I think I'm going to use that image of cake, like having a stress, like, how would I breathe if I received my favorite cake just now, or that gift, or, something I was thinking of and somebody called with that offer, whatever it happens to be. Pick that go-to, and maybe that's something you can also schedule into your phone or to your little notebook or sticky note as a reminder. All right, thank you for tuning into today's video for Breathe Your Spirit, and we will catch you in the next training. Let's take a break.